Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Pour. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now look, so for this one, this gonna be about a time when I met my Facebook fantasy and she wasn't what I thought she was. You know what I'm saying? Alright? Now, check this out. I hope y'all got y'all drink poured. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So, what you mean by your Facebook fantasy, Mr. Roll Up? To the fellas out there, I know all of y'all got a girl on your Facebook or your Instagram, your TikTok, your Snapchat, blah, 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 blah. Whatever site you like being on, I know you got that one chick that you like and you fantasize like, damn, man, I wish I could get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether if it's her looks, if it's her body, if it's her voice, if it's her cooking, whatever it is that she do on the internet that you like, and you just like, man, I wish I could get next to that. That's what I'm talking about right now. All right? So, my Facebook fantasy. I ain't gonna lie, I do not remember her name at all. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I really don't. And this how you know that this was bold business, because I don't even remember her name. And she was my fucking fantasy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this was some years ago. This was, let me see. 2016. Yeah. It's 2016, right? Okay. So 2016, right? It's this girl on my Facebook all the time. She was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Ass, titties, face, body snatched. You know what I'm saying? I loved her voice, everything. Like, she was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Pretty feet. Always kept her nails done. You know what I'm saying? Wore the flyers gear. Like, she always looked good. She was that. You know what I'm saying? Man, she was just so perfect to me. You feel me? Like, I was just digging her. Like, damn, she nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had her around. Like, man, I don't know what it is, but I fucking like her. You know what I'm saying? Every time she'll upload, I was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was liking all her pictures. I was never on no weird shit like DMing her, you know what I'm saying, or none of that. I just was always liking her pictures because she was just my type. Like, no matter what she put on, everything, she was just perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I like this girl. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was a little, this was around like that February or March of that year, when she kept on popping up on my timeline, you know what I'm saying? And I was just liking all her pictures. So this was around like that summer, right? That summer came, I got to posting a bunch of pictures, you know what I'm saying, on my Facebook page, right? So I guess with me like updating my page, I guess it was always, coming down her feed. You know what I'm saying? So she started liking my pictures. I'm like, damn, she liking my pictures, you know what I'm saying? My little fantasy chick, she liking my pictures. Like, that's what's up. Man, I'm getting a big head. I'm taking even more pictures, you know what I'm saying? She loving them. Like, every picture I'm putting out there, she on top of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Then I'm like, you know what? Might just be some Facebook shit. She probably ain't dig me like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I upload a few more pictures. She still liking them and all that. All right, cool. Whatever. I still never said nothing to her, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Here she come back, uploading pictures. I'm liking her pictures too. You know what I'm saying? So then I went live a couple of times at the club, little shit like that with my homies, shit like that. So she jumping in the comments like, oh, what club you at? Woo woo, I'm over here, blah, 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 things like that, right? So it went from that to her jump in my inbox. She jumped in my inbox one day and told me she was digging me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? My fantasy is digging me? Like, this can't be true. You know what I'm saying? But she was, you know what I'm saying? She dropped her number and everything, told me to hit her up. So I hit her up, right? We get to talking and shit, right? Well, while we in the middle of talking, one of her girls came in, you know what I'm saying? And her girl, basically they was talking in prostitution code, you know what I'm saying? Talking about how much they plan on making tonight and all this, you know. I'm just hearing a little convo, you know what I'm saying? But she trying to be slick with it, you know, like she telling me to hold on, but she's like, you know, trying to slick talk her on the side, you know what I'm saying? But I know what the fuck going on, but I didn't know that she was prostituting, you know what I'm saying? Like, she tricking out of a hotel room, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that she was doing it off her Facebook. I didn't know that until our phone conversation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this where she be getting money from? Cause like I said, she always in the fly shit, you know what I'm saying? She always looking good, always somewhere doing something, you know what I'm saying? And come to find out, this her hustle, you know what I'm saying? Like, she tricking out of hotels type shit. Her and her friends, they tricking out of hotels. You know what I'm saying? They were like sex trafficking before that shit was even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tricking. You know what I'm saying? They was on some Diddy shit back then. You feel me? Like, tricking, you know? So I ain't even gonna lie. It kind of turned me off on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, I still wanted to fuck shit like that, but I was I was turned off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't interested in her no more. Like, further than fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, really want to be friends with her, get to know her, get in a relationship with her, be with her. You know, I was envisioning this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then when I came to realize she real life tricking out of hotels, I lost that. You feel me? Like, I ain't feel like that about her no more. So it was just strictly sex at this point. So, all right, cool. You know, I'm like, yeah, I ain't interested in her like that no more. But if we do anything, that's just gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? Man, while me and her talking, you know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, I'm in such and such room. Why don't you come see me? You know what I'm saying? Now, the room that she was at, it was a well-known tricking spot. You know what I'm saying? Anybody on here know about Detroit? You know, y'all know about the Hillside Motel on Plymouth and Telegraph. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Like, that boy is known for tricking. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly where she was at. So when I had already gathered the info, I heard her and her girl talking about, and then she told me what little motel. That was a motel. I might say a hotel at the beginning, but it was a motel. You know what I'm saying? That was a little motel she was at. I'm like, oh yeah, she bought business for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I still want to hit anyway. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this my shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like God told me before I fell in love with this broad, like, don't fall in love with her. She's a rat. Just hit that, keep it moving. Like, I swear that was God's message. You know what I'm saying? And you can strike me down if you want to, but I'm telling you, that was God's message to me. You feel me? Like, if I didn't hear that conversation between her and her girl, I probably would have been like, 50-50 with it, you know what I'm saying? Just by knowing the motel room, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no info on her. So I probably would have been like 50-50, like maybe she is tricking, maybe not, you know. But since I heard that conversation and she told me what motel she was at, I was like, oh yeah, you tricking for sure. You know what I'm saying? So the interest rate was turned off. I just wanted to fuck at this point, right? She dropped the motel room number. She told me to pull up. I'm like, shit, I'm with my mans right now. You know what I'm saying? My car all the way on the other side of town. But me and him, we over here, you know? She like, look, she like, on some real shit, I give your man's gas money to drop you off. And then you come stay with me for the night. And in the morning, he come back and pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she like, I want you right now. You know, I looked at my mans. I'm like, you want to make some gas money since we already over here? You know what I'm saying? He like, what's up? I'm like, man, remember the fantasy girl I was telling you about? Ooh, ooh. He like, yeah. I'm like, dog, this her on the phone. You know what I'm saying? She motherfucking telling me pull up. You know what I'm saying? Down the street. You feel me? Like, bad. I'm like, and she about to throw you some gas money. You know what I'm saying? She like, what? I'm like, hell yeah. So we pulled up, made sure I had condoms and everything. When we got there to the hotel, damn, the motel, you know what I'm saying? Now, this nigga Smooth, he kept the rubbers. You know what I'm saying? Now, with Smooth, right? He was my West Side homie that I fucked with when we went out to mess with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Wine was the East Side homie. Wine was the East Side homie that I went out with to fuck with the hoes on the East Side. Smooth was the West Side homie I fucked with to fuck with the hoes on the West Side. You know what I'm saying? So I had a homie on both sides of town doing this shit. Like, and I was doing this back to back. I'd be on the East one day, I'd be on the West the next day. Like, it was back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a real player back then for sure. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm on this one of the West Side stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Smooth. Man, I promise you, right? We pulled up to the motel, right? We get to the motel room. She opened the door, let us in. It's her and that girl that she was talking to in the room. So I looked at Smooth. I'm like, yeah, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He like, hell yeah. You know, we all get to talking. The girl digging him. You know what I'm saying? Her friend was digging Smooth. You know what I'm saying? And of course, girl was digging me. You feel me? So we all in there talking and shit, right? So after we get done talking, the homegirl was like, yeah, I'm about to go up to my room. I got a cell up in here right now. So yeah, get back with y'all. Completely smoked Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Before she had got a call. You know what I'm saying? Before she got that call, she was all up in his grill. But as soon as she got that call, she cut it right off. Like, yeah, I gotta get in my room. I gotta sell. Peace out. Like straight prostitute type shit. Straight up strip club dancer type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like them girls in the strip club, they walk up on you, be all on your nuts, and you know make you feel good, telling you the finest nigga in the world, all type of shit. And then after that dance is over with, they gone. You know what I'm saying? This is the same exact thing. How her girl played my man Smooth, like she was all up in his grill. When she got that call, she was gone. You know what I'm saying? So left him on stuck. You feel me? The other girl still digging me. Me and her, we still going. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, she went in her wallet, pulled out a 20, gave it to Smooth. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there in the days looking stupid. You feel me? Because girl smoked him, so he's still feeling salty about that. You know what I'm saying? Girl looking at him like, you know, so with your man's like, basically he was saying like she threw him that dub so he can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He's still sitting there looking stupid. I had to tell him, hey, bro, you know, he like, oh, yeah, my bad, bro. He like, yeah, you know, just hit me up in the morning. Woo, woo. I'll be on the way. I got you. Woo, woo. I'm like, bet, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So he left, went on about his business, right? So after he dipped, me and girl, we get to talking even more. You know what I'm saying? I still was digging girl, like she still had that vibe, but she was a rat. You know what I'm saying? She was a whole prostitute. So I couldn't do it. So I was like, man, this is gonna be my one and only good convo face to face with her like that because this ain't gonna never happen again. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, we did all of that and then she was ready. You know, we was smoking, drinking, all of that shit. And then she was ready. You know what I'm saying? She like, well, you know what I had you come here for, so let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? She got undressed, titties, ass everywhere. Like, man, like body was a straight turn on. Flat stomach, hips, face, all of that. Like, she was just cold, but she was a rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, man. But, I came there for the come on. You know what I'm saying? So we did the motherfucking thing. And the crazy part is the sex was trash. You know what I'm saying? After all that, the sex was trash. You know? What you mean by that, Mr. Roller? It just wasn't what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I've been fantasizing, you know what I'm saying, and how I was feeling, like, man, it wasn't that at all. Like, it was the complete fucking opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me put it like this. If I'm really interested in a woman, I can't speak for all men, so I'm going to just speak for myself. If I'm really interested in a woman and we doing it, I'm going to come quick. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to come in 60 seconds or nothing like that, but I'm going to come quick. You know what I'm saying? I might got 10 minutes at the max for a girl I really like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be all night with a girl I like type shit. You feel me? Man, I dug her out for like an hour. That's how you know I ain't like her. Like, I was turned off. Like I said, ass, titties everywhere. She slobbing me up, all that. I didn't eat her out, none of that. She was doing everything, you know what I'm saying? All the positions, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was turned on by her physically, but I guess, like, I got mentally shut down by her, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, I don't know if it threw off my blood circuit, my blood flow or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't turned on like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was just jabbing for like a good hour straight, you know what I'm saying? And then when the time came for me to finally come, it wasn't like I was ready to come. I had to force myself to come because I was tired, you know what I'm saying? She was drying up and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I had to force myself to come. So I had to think about somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to get a nut. And this is my Facebook fantasy girl, you know what I'm saying? And I had to think about somebody else to get a nut off while I'm inside her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild as hell. You would think that your fantasy would get you off so quick, but mine was the complete opposite. So after we did what we did, she was tired. I wore her the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? She went to sleep. While she sleep, I'm laying on my back in the bed, you know, my arm behind my head like this, you know. She go throw her arm across me and shit. One of her titties laying on my chest, like thick as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll turn any man on. You feel me? Like you could be a hardcore man, just always mad at the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you just be on tip all day. And if she would have did to you what she did to me when she turned over and threw her titty on my chest, she would have did that to you, the real tough hardcore guy, always on that tip. I'm telling you, she would have brought your rage all the way down. Like, she was cut like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, real womanly. But like I said, I was turned off because she was a rat. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I couldn't sleep or nothing. I stayed up the whole night. You know what I'm saying? She laying next to me snoring all up in my ear, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying here mad as hell. First off, I'm at this damn motel that I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Her phone ringing all night. It's custos, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get a hit too. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy, bro. Crazy. So, next morning, it took Smooth a long ass time to come because he thought that I was with my fantasy. So, I wanted to spend time with her. The whole time, I'm ready to go. So, I'm calling his phone. He ain't answering because he was passed out with his little chick he had got for the night. Because, like I said, he thought I was good. You know what I'm saying? So, he was gone with his little chick. You know what I'm saying? Man, it took a long time, you know, for him to finally answer, you know. But when I finally got him, you know what I'm saying, he came and got me and shit, and I was gone, and he like, bro, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I had to tell him, I'm like, dog, you know, that shit wasn't nothing like what I thought, you know what I'm saying? And he like, what? He already had the blunt roll, you feel me? So we sparked up, you feel me? And I just told him, I was like, bro, I was turned off, you know what I'm saying? Because that bitch a prostitute. I was turned off. He couldn't believe it because he knew how I felt about her. And he, was the same way. Like, dog, she is bad as hell for real. You know what I'm saying? She got the body and everything. But it was just well known that she was a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So it turned me off mentally. You know what I'm saying? We rolled off. We blew the L. We got high. We laughed about it. We moved on. That was that. You know what I'm saying? So what's the lesson behind all this, Mr. Roll Up? Let me tell you like this. This the power up. So guess what? To the fellas out there, I can't really speak for the ladies, so sorry ladies. This ain't no diss. I'm just giving this to the fellas. You know what I'm saying? To the fellas. If you got a girl you digging like that, one of your internet fantasies and things like that, let me tell you like this. 9 times out of 10, it's the complete opposite of what you think of her. That's why she your fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I'm gonna tell you, leave your fantasy right where she at. Let that be a fantasy. Because 9 times out of 10, she gonna be the complete opposite of what you think she is in real life. So leave that fantasy right where it's at. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.